Hi, welcome to Decorate Your Table with Brenda. Today we're going to do a traditional table using traditional colors, and I'm going to use my reindeer here as the centerpiece. And stick around, I'm going to show you how to make these pretty napkin rings. So for this traditional table, I want to use lots of fresh pine. It's also a good idea to bring your pine in and keep it in water for at least 24 hours before you start using it. That way it's not going to dry out quite as fast. So we're going to start layering on lots and lots of layers of the pine. I'm going to use two different kinds of pine. For my centerpiece, I have this beautiful reindeer. I've had it for years. I'm going to have him right in the center. So I'm going to place him before I put any more pine. Just make sure it fits. I'm also going to place all of my candles. There we go. Just kind of have a look, make sure that they're all the way you like it. Then I'll look at the table, see if I need to add any pine anywhere else. This is where I'm going to add a little bit of glitter. I've used these leaves a lot. They're delicate looking, they just add a touch of glitter. I'm just going to place it in and out. Now I'm going to add my Christmas ornaments. Like I said, I want to go traditional with this, so I'm going to stick with red and gold. The red and gold bring out the colors in the tablecloth. I'm going to start with the red, and I'm going to start the bigger size. Just kind of place them in and out. I like these glittery ones because they really stand out. I'm going to add some smaller. I'm going to add some gold. And then I have some more little tiny red ones. So we're just going to fill in any little extra spots we see. Okay, so you think that looks pretty full. And then finally I'm going to add some pine cones. I have a different assortment of pine cones, some that are they've got white on them, and some that have a little bit of glitter, and some that are just plain. So I'm just kind of placing them in and out of the pine. Sometimes we do them in groupings, sometimes you just do one by itself. This little gold bird, and I actually forgot I had him, but I've had him so long, but I thought he would make a cute little addition. I'm just going to set him in among the leaves. To light up my centerpiece, I decided I was going to use these little wire lights. I'm going to show you them in two different ways. So this is the multicolored, so it's more traditional. I'm going to just, you can hide the battery very easily in all this pine. I'm just going to kind of wrap it around. I'm going to finish setting the table. So let me show you how we made the napkin rings and our little placemats, because the placemats and the napkin rings just kind of finished off the table, I thought. When I was looking at my table, I thought I was missing something. I tried to borrow some gold chargers or gold placemats because I decided this at the last minute. And then I had an idea. I'm going to make a little placemat. It's very simple. So I started with some paper. I folded it. Think back to making snowflakes. Then I used a piece of ribbon and I just marked around the ribbon and then cut it out. And that was my circle. So I used this furry, fluffy stuff that I had before. I just put it down, pinned it down, and cut it out. And I had my little placemat. And it was just a little finishing touch I needed for my table. So I'm going to show you how I made my little napkin ring. It's very simple. I started with this gold paper that I got from the dollar store. And it has almost a knit quality, so it bends really well. I cut my strip. It's 1 inch by 6 inches. So I'm going to glue it, do about a 1/2 inch turnover. I mean, this is very simple and it's pretty. You could even just use something like this if you didn't want to do all the extra bits. And then I started gathering up all my leaves. So these are just some extras from setting the table. And I'm going to glue them together almost like a corsage. So start with my 2 leaves. Be prepared to have burnt fingers. Then I had these gold twigs. These I actually pulled off a pick that had little gold balls. So I glue these together. Glue them onto my leaves here. Like I said, this is going to be watch your fingers. Then I add a little bit of pine. Glue that on top. Then these little gold balls on a stick, they were actually from this pick. So I'm going to glue these onto here. And then these little teeny little pine cones I bought from the dollar store, and there was like 9 in a package for $1. So I'm just going to glue this right onto my little grouping here. Then to finish it off, I wanted a nice little piece of ribbon. So I'm going to glue the ribbon on the back here, just to make it stay. I'm going to tie it into a little bow. It's also going to help hold all the pieces together. Play around with it until you get a nice little bow. Then we're going to glue this. Take all these little bits of stringy glue off. I like to put it over the seam because it helps hide it. So we just nice little dab of hot glue. And then we glue it on. Just hold it in place till it sets. And there we have our ring. Napkin ring. So we take our napkin, and there we go. Here's our finished table, and this time it's with the colored lights. Here we have with just the little clear lights. And it makes a different look altogether. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. And please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And join me next week, and we're going to be doing a fast, last-minute Christmas table.